day. So I'm gonna ride home now. I'm waving bye to my son. Oh no, he fell. They're gonna plant some flowers. It's so cute. They're helping the daycare instructor plant her garden. So I took Lance to his music class this morning. I did not feel like vlogging because leaving the house with kids is just not a smooth thing. That is just something that is notorious for not going smoothly, and I would say he was overall pretty cooperative, but when it was time to leave the house, he was saying that he wanted to go back to bed and he didn't want to go out. So it took like 18 minutes to leave the house, and I'm trying to teach him to dress himself since he's almost 3 years old, even though I know some parents just don't really teach their kids stuff. They just kind of do it for them until they eventually just start doing it themselves, I guess. But I'm trying to teach him to do it before he goes to camp this summer. He has a hockey day camp for 4 hours a day for 1 week, Monday through Friday. And then he also has preschool starting this fall, so that's also going to be 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday in the mornings. And they don't really use diapers there, so he's pretty much fully potty trained during the daytime. Now we're just starting to learn to dress himself, but today I just did it for him because he was not having leaving the house. We wasn't gonna make it even harder by, trying to teach him something while he's already in a really bad mood. But then after that, he was in a pretty good mood for like the rest of the morning. I'm just really hungry for a chicken sandwich. I got that rotisserie chicken yesterday, and I'm ready to make myself a nice chicken sandwich with some mayonnaise and mustard. I wish I had a little lettuce or tomato or something. I'll just do chicken and cheese. And then I have an Apple appointment today. I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do when I get home is set a timer for an hour, and then that will be my lunch break / siesta. And then I will be productive for the rest of the day until I put Lance to bed, and then I'll take another break, which will probably be an hour long again. So that is my plan. It's a really beautiful day. And when I go to the Apple store, I will vlog the Bellevue Mall. But just as far as the theme of this video goes, intro to my life, I just wanted to say that I took Lance to his music class this morning. We do music together, and that's once a week. And then I was actually thinking about skipping the class, which for Lance's activities, I never really fully skip. They almost always have like a makeup class option, so I always do that. But he's just had a runny nose for a few weeks, and I want him to get better. So I wanted to kind of hold back on his activities this week, but then our schedule is so full that I just wasn't even sure about that, because the only makeup class for that class is on Wednesday mornings, and it's during the same time as his dance class. So that's fine, because the dance class also has makeup, but then that is on... Dude, what are you doing? Okay, I'm trying to merge on, and the guy's creeping up. He's gonna hit me when I merge on. Now everyone's putting their brakes on. That when someone is trying to merge into your lane, you should stop giving it the gas and take your foot off the gas or turn off your cruise control or whatever, and let the person have some room to go in, not just ignore them. But anyway, I merged onto the freeway. I have to tell you guys, every time I merge onto the freeway, it's an event. I'm on 405. Now I'm getting off 405, but I was only on for one exit this time. I lost my train of thought. What was I just saying? Yeah, music class. Oh yeah. So then the only time to do a makeup class for the dance class is on Saturday. And then Lance already has 2 activities on Saturday. He has soccer at 8:30, and then he has ice skating at 11:45. And then the soccer has a lot of makeup options, but not the ice skating. the ice skating, his only activity that does not have any makeups. So basically what I'm trying to say is, it's like really convoluted, but I need to give Lance's dance studio a call today and see when the makeup is on Saturday morning, because I just know it's Saturday morning and I don't know what time. And that specific dance studio has no information online. I have to call them for every info. And as far as performance goes, when I look at videos of that dance studio's performances versus the other dance studios around here, this specific dance studio's performance isn't really the best. So I'm probably going to switch to a dance studio that has the best performances and has more information online. But I just go to this dance studio because it's close and they actually have classes for Lance's age, which most studios don't have dance classes until they're 3 years old. But a couple of them have mommy and me dance classes, so that's what we're doing. So his dance class is tomorrow, and I'm going to try to see if we can skip as much stuff as possible until he's well, and then when he stops having so much muke, then we'll do a ton of makeups. So I'll keep you guys updated. I've been talking for 7.5 minutes straight. Why am I not surprised? But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated about how it goes. What the dance studio says about Lance's makeup classes on Saturday, what time that is, and if we're able to skip that or not. And I'm gonna go home and have my siesta now. I will talk to you guys when I go to the mall. Bye-bye. Hey y'all, it is 1:13 p.m. My appointment's at 1:25, so I thought that I would take a couple minutes and catch up on the week. I know last time I said that I'm dropping Lance off at daycare. I'm gonna take my little break when I get home, so I did that. It was awesome. I took a full hour break and then I even napped for a little bit more. So what I do is I set a timer for an hour, and then that way I could just relax without worrying about if I'm wasting too much time or something, because I just set that timer for an hour and then I don't have to think about it. And then the hour was up and I was napping, and I decided to nap for like 10 or 15 more minutes to make it like a 30-minute nap. So I just feel so good. I am such a proponent for napping. It just totally resets me. If I'm in any kind of bad mood or stressed, then the nap just totally is like a fresh start to my day. It's so refreshing. That was good. Got a load of laundry started, and when I go into Apple, I'm gonna film myself walking into the mall. I don't know what kind of vlogger has to say every time that they're gonna film. I'm gonna film, you guys, I promise. I'm gonna film. So yeah, I'm gonna film myself walking into the mall. And during this Apple appointment, I'm gonna get like 5 birds in 1 stone, because I have had so much Apple stuff on my to-do list. My technology is just never streamlined. I'm not strong technologically. I need like help, and I don't want Lance to turn out the way I did, so I always allow him access to technology with a time limit every day, but I allow him access to technology every day, up to 1 hour. So basically what I need to do is I have 2 old laptops that I want to recycle, and then I have 2 chargers where the charger part is bent, so I want to replace those. I think that they replace them for free, so I hope that they do it for free. I hope that I'm right about that. Then I have 2 external hard drives. I need an adapter for that. I need a new phone charger. And then I actually have an appointment, and the reason for that appointment is to get the adapters for the external hard drive, but then hopefully they help me out with some more stuff, or else if they don't, then I may have to call Apple support again, which is that big of a deal. For this issue that I'm having, I've had to call them a few times, and basically what it is I have 2 iCloud accounts, and I pay for storage for both accounts, but one of them's old and I've just always wanted it to just go away, so I finally got to that in my to-do list, but then I have other stuff to do alongside that, so it's kind of taken me a couple weeks, because I got to that, but then I didn't complete it, so then I have to keep getting back around to that. But then once I start something, I really want to finish it, especially since it's been on my to-do list for such a long time, like probably over a year. So I want to delete that iCloud account and stop paying for storage for that. But then I need to log into the account, which was like a whole ordeal. So then once I did that, then I want to download my photos from there so I don't lose all my photos, and download it onto my laptop. And then I found out that my iPhotos is missing. I accidentally put it on my external hard drive. I definitely did not mean to do that. I don't know how I did that. But my iPhotos is in one of my external hard drives. So then I need to get that off of the external hard drive and get it back onto my laptop. Because then once I did log into iCloud, I was unable to download the photos. So the guy told me to log into iPhoto on that iCloud account and download them on there that way onto the actual computer. So that's when I realized I didn't have I already knew that I didn't have iPhoto on my computer. So now I'm getting back around to getting that on there. So I'm just kind of fixing a lot of problems I've had with my Apple stuff for a while. So hopefully I get as much stuff done while I'm at the Apple store as I can. I don't typically go to the Genius Bar. It has been some years. I don't know if I've ever gone to them for something like this, so I don't know how much they're gonna help me, if they're just gonna sell me the hardware, or if they're actually gonna help me with some of the software stuff on there, or if I'll have to call Apple support again. So we'll see. I'm gonna walk in now, and then I'm probably not going to film the actual appointment, so I could just focus on getting stuff done. And then if in an ideal world, I would shop at the mall while I'm here. But I don't have money right now. No. So, maybe next time. I'll have to talk about my whole money situation later. Okay, let's do this. I lied because I actually want to get a hair clip, and I do have money for that, but I actually don't have time. Even the thing that I do have the money for, which would be like a big hair clip from Claire's, I don't have time for that today. So we're just gonna do this appointment and let's do it. going home from the Apple store, taking an alternate route because the highway is so backed up, typical for 405. And I just wanted to say that this is why I don't vlog when I'm out and about, because I had to go back in the store 3 times to figure stuff out. So the first appointment was an hour. It was extremely helpful. I want to do it more often so I can finally get organized with my technology. And then I got to my car and I realized I got the wrong type of USB for my car and it wasn't going in, so I had to go back and exchange my USB. Then when I was leaving, I decided I wanted to go to the bathroom before I drove back so I wouldn't have to pee super bad on the whole way back. And I didn't know where the bathroom was, so I asked the security guy at Apple, and he said to just use the one in Apple, which is through the store in the back corner of the store, which the store is really big. So then I went to the back of the store a 3rd time, and I couldn't even figure out how to open the door. I had to ask for help 2 times to go to the bathroom. So that's why I don't vlog while I'm shopping, because I have a really hard time figuring stuff out, apparently. And now I'm just at another slight traffic backup because I think since the mask mandate is over and people are starting to gather in person a lot more, there's a lot more traffic because there's a lot more places to be out and about. And then when I get home, I'm going to finish up some laundry that I got started, so put that to dry, and then finish washing my sheets. I just have to do my comforter. And I'm going to boil up some vegetables. So I have some raw peanuts. I'm going to put those in a slow cooker, and I add some salt and eat those with a spoon, and also some star anise. But I know not everyone likes that because not everyone likes that licorice flavor. And then I have some potatoes I've had in the fridge for a long time that I'm going to cook. And then I also saw some corn at Costco, and so that was, I think I forgot to mention that on the way home, but that was kind of a last minute decision because I didn't have that on the list. But it's healthy, it's delicious, Lance and I both like it. I know it's not exactly a super food, but it's still a whole food. Oh no, yeah, just cooking, laundry, and then Lance's room is pretty messy since he has a Montessori style bedroom. Most parents kind of keep their kids in a crib, though our kids are all almost 3 years old, which I think is like really old to be in a crib. But they don't want their kids making a mess. But this way Lance gets to play and be stimulated and not trapped in a tiny little cage. And then I also get to sleep in a little bit longer instead of just getting up right when he gets up. But he still woke me up this morning by pounding on his door because he pooped, so that definitely woke me up. And then I gave him a bath. So that's the thing. I don't want to talk about potty training on my channel too much, but I am potty training my kid. It is a process that takes the better part of a year. So like I said, he's pretty much fully potty trained, except not during nighttime. And then he's just learning to dress himself right now since he's 2 years old. So we do have some messes to clean up after sleeping, I will say that. So I just washed his sheet with the strong detergent, and then there's just a ton of toys all over the floor to put away. But that's pretty simple because I have a lot of practice doing that. Doing some forest bathing. I had a conversation with my real estate agent about buying my next door neighbor's place, but it's not at the place where I currently live. It's at a place that I got 2 Februarys ago, and I've been trying to renovate it ever since. And the funny thing is, sometimes when there's a holdup with starting something or things aren't working out, because there's going to be a better opportunity, but it's only going to come at a certain point in time. So it's kind of saving you for that. Whereas if I had been able to move forward with the renovation already, then when the opportunity came, I would have said no, because I would have just completed so much work financially and effort-wise that it wouldn't have been worth it to start over. So it's kind of funny, the timing of things with the sellers approaching us being my designers who are also in the building, and then being the week before the renovation was to get started, and we were going to go into the walls and stuff. But having double the square footage changes almost everything about the plan. So it was really incredible timing. Today, Lance had his dance class in the morning, and actually sometimes I still sleep in his room to cuddle, and also because my comforter wasn't dry and I wanted to go to sleep. And then we woke up at 6:15, and his daycare opens at 7, and he has dance at 9:30, so I decided to drop him off at daycare around 7. So I got there at like 7:10 or something. And then I took a 35-minute nap, and then I did stuff like eating breakfast and stuff, and then went back to daycare for his dance class. But since he's sick this week, I'm trying to hold him back a little bit and do any kind of like makeups or whatever they have to offer if you want to miss a class for some reason. And so almost every place has a different policy, except for his gym and soccer programs have the same policy. But for this dance program, their policy is, oh gosh, I'm getting winded with the stairs. So their policy is that you have to Zoom in, and you can't do a makeup. You still have to attend that class, but you just have to Zoom in instead. So I was just going to do that. So I drove to daycare, and then they said that their camera's not working. So I was like, man, I drove all the way here. So then I just hung out with Lance outside for like 40 minutes. And then he didn't want me to leave, so I stayed for another 20 or 30 minutes. Really cute. So then I ate a really big lunch and watched King of Queens. And then I got a massage, and my masseuse is one of my best friends, if not my best friend in town. And she gave me an extra 30 minutes. Oh, I feel so good. And now I have, let's see how much time I have. Okay, so I have an hour, 38 minutes before I need to go pick up Lance. So I need to finish cleaning up the place and get dinner on the table. And then I also want to call Apple support about fixing my iCloud storage, because I have 2 iCloud accounts and I only want my most recent one, so I'm gonna download my photos off of there, but I'm kind of having trouble with that, so I don't know. But I completed a step yesterday at the Apple store as far as fixing my iPhoto library so I can download the photos, so I'm gonna try again. So we'll see if I have to call Apple support again for help. Getting anxious about that. And then, yeah, I'm gonna pick up plants. So yeah, my weeks are pretty busy, especially when I have plants.
That's my water.
Cheers, baby.
Go pass my water.
No, you only pass it if I'm closer. Then, if you're closer, then you have to get it. Cheers, baby. Who's the most cutie patootie?
Where are you?
Where are you? You in the phone?